Hello everyone, welcome to my 2-year anniversary video on YouTube. So 2 years ago today, I released my first ever video on YouTube, and my god, it's been crazy. I am in a vanilla world right now. I'd say it's vanilla. I put journey map and mouse tweaks, but I'm not going to do anything in this world today. I plan on doing a house tour video, or at least show you guys the progress that we've made in the renovation project that we took on about a year ago, just over a year ago. I didn't know what to do for my 2-year anniversary, so what I decided to do was this thing that I've been putting off for a little while. So let's hop into the house video. So here we are. Welcome to my humble abode. Yeah, this is the virtual tour for the house before we moved in. I have no idea why it's still up, but I'm happy it is because, yeah, we don't have many videos from when we moved in. It was a bit of a crazy time, so a bit of a mad dash, I think. So because of that, I'm really glad that this virtual tour is still there, so I can show you what it looked like before we moved in, and then I can show you what it looks like after we've done like all of our renovation steps. So this is the front door. You can see we did buy this off an older lady. Actually, we bought it off her kids. She moved into a care home, so she didn't die. That's one of the main things, right? It's like she's okay. She's in a care home. But yeah, this is what it looks like. It's very dated, obviously, because it was owned by an elderly lady. But front door is actually in really good nick, so we've still got the front door, and well, you'll see it in a sec. There's a lot that we did in this place. So this is Artex ceiling. It's like, I think they call it popcorn ceiling because it has like the texture of popcorn basically. And we did get that tested, and it didn't have any asbestos in it, so that was quite useful for us. It meant we could just scrape it off and get it plastered, which was very nice. You'll notice as well, all of the walls, actually every single wall in this house was wallpapered, which was not great. Also, there's a big hole right there. I forgot about that. I don't know if we can see it if I do that. Can you see that right in the corner? That's where the door would like swing open and then get hit right there. I installed a door stop, and we did replace all of the doors. The doors look very funky in all these places. Also, you'll notice that there's like lots of wires and pipes and stuff that were just like plonked in. I don't think this house had any heating to begin with. It is a 1960s build, so I think heating was like an afterthought. There were a few like chimneys in this. One's been removed. Well, I'll show you that later. So first off, we've got the hallway right here. So I've got a little video that I took earlier when it was light out, because I'm recording this when it's dark, which is a bit dumb. But I've got a little video to show you what we ended up turning this into. Here we go. Here is what it now looks like. So we've had this entire place plastered. There's the nice floor. Left the door alone. I actually tidied the door up a little bit. This wall here that I'm showing you is the only one we didn't get plastered because the radiator, the new radiators, got put in like really quickly, so we had to just quickly slap some paint on there. We've also added some paneling up the stairs. We're not done. There's still some paint that needs to be touched up and everything, but yeah, carpet going up the stairs. We also added some drop lights, which I'm about to show you. There you go. There's drop lights in the ceiling. And we've got like the whole fire alarm system all installed. And we've replaced the doors. There was a ton of other stuff we did in the hallway right there. So first off, removing wallpaper is exhausting and nasty, and it just gets everywhere. You get this like wallpaper gunk all over your hands for like days. So yeah, that was not a nice job. But once we got most of the wallpaper, well, all of the wallpaper off, we did get it all plastered. We got the entire house plastered actually, because the walls were not in good nick because they've been wallpapered, right? I think that's why. Anyway, let's move on to the living room / dining room. And let's pop into the living room. There we go. So this is the living room. They've got a massive TV in this. I forgot about this. The huge TV. That's bigger than the TV we've got, I think. Look at it. What the heck? Yeah. So we did have to replace all of the pipe work. I don't think I mentioned that yet. But all of the pipes in this place, it's a one loop system. So you can see that this one feeds up into the upstairs. And yeah, we had to get rid of all of this piping, unfortunately, because a combi boiler, which is what we've got now, which is a modern boiler, which means you don't need a tank, which is awesome. A combi boiler you can't use on a one loop system, so the plumbers were like, we're gonna have to take all of this out, which was fine because we had ripped up all the carpets anyway. We were down on bare floorboards the entire time, and yeah, it meant that they had super easy access to everything. They could just pull up a floorboard, put a pipe underneath, and then put the floorboard back down, which was really good. So yeah, the state that this place was in was terrible for months, but then obviously you'll see it now and you'll be like, oh, it looks nice. So yeah, the windows right here, they are aluminium framed windows, and they weren't in particularly good nick, I must admit. So we actually got a bloke out to do this window here and the one in the main bedroom above this. And I did a few windows, but then decided that it was too much effort, and I wasn't very good at tidying them up. But the guy that came around to do these two, this one and the big one above, did such a good job. And it was not that expensive that we were like, you know what, I'm not doing windows anymore. I'd rather get someone else to do it. So take it from me, getting someone in to do windows, unless you know or are really patient or think you can do it, then I'd say get someone in to do it. Especially this one, because it's so big. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to lift it. But yeah. We had all of this pipe work replaced, as I said. We had the new radiators. We also stripped all of the wallpaper ourselves, and we had to strip the ceiling as well, which was just scraping it off basically, because no asbestos, so it was fine to scrape it all off. Yeah, this as well. All of the rooms have got these pendant lights, which is just one light in the middle. We replaced that in all of the rooms with those drop lights. I think that's a really good idea, in my opinion. I think it's like a new modern thing to do. All of the skirting and everything as well. You can see all the skirting right here. And I don't know if right over here. We actually got rid of that, and I put the skirting in myself as well in all of these rooms. That's a massive pain as well, but I think it's worth doing because otherwise it's too expensive to get someone in to do it, right? This room in particular, we did actually add some doors in between these two rooms. I know that open plan is a new thing that everyone's trying to do with their houses, but for me, when you're trying to watch telly in a big room that spans all the way across, it just didn't feel right. So we did encase this, so we put a wall in here and a little bit out here, and we put double doors in, and I think it came out quite nice. I don't know about you, but I think what we did was pretty good, I think, at least. Anyway, let's move on to the dining room. You might have noticed there as well, oh, you can see it right there, there was a bed in here. This was for the lady that was living here before us, the one that went off to the nursing home. So it's really sad to see this, but you know what, we've turned this house into a really nice house, I think, so living up to the memory. What we've got right here is a back boiler. A back boiler is something I've never heard of until I moved in here, if I'm honest, but that is where the boiler is in the fireplace. So you basically have to, you don't have to turn the fireplace on or anything, it's just if you want the heating on, then yeah, you have to like turn on the boiler, and it's behind here. This bit here as well, you can barely see it. Do you see this line that goes along here? That is where they boxed in the pipework that went upstairs. But it was not like plasterboard or anything. It was literally just plywood that they used right here. It was very weird why they did that, but it was fine in the end because we could just rip that off, and you got access to all the pipes. We actually moved the pipes from this side right here to this side. So this side of the wall is that's where we've got all the pipes going up, and I boxed all of that in, and as I said, I did all of the skirting myself. What do you call it in America? I think it's like baseboards. I think it's baseboards, right? So I did all of those myself. I cut all of the miters, and that was a massive pain in the bum. Big learning experience though. So when we pulled off all of the wallpaper, especially in this corner right here, we noticed that they'd actually moved a door. So there used to be a door that came into this room, but they'd moved it, and I understand why they're wallpapered, because it was a massive mess over here. Like it had loads of polyfiller and stuff like that to just like hide all of the, well, make it as flat as it can be for wallpaper, but it wasn't in a fit state to paint. It looked quite rough, but it's fine because we've got everything plastered. The back door we've actually left for now. I've got like loads of plans for the back door. Like we're gonna be stripping this down here, this baseboard board thing, whatever you call it, and we're going to be varnishing it. And yeah, there's still loads of stuff to do, I must admit. I've got like a big list of 50 items that I need to do on the house. I love making lists, you guys know this. Anyway, let's hop into what it looks like now. So here we go. I did all of the architraves as well for all of the doors. So that's the bit that goes around the doors. That was a bit of a pain, but here's the new doors and the new wall that we put in place. I think it looks really neat, to be fair, and it's a good divide between the two rooms. So if we slip back like this, you can see, very nice. Like, it's not too divided because of the glass, and then we've got our white terracotta wall over there. It's not pink, it's white terracotta, I swear. There's Molly, our dog. She's so cute. Yeah, we did quite a lot in this room. There's new windows and everything. All of the electrics have been changed out as well. And then in here, we actually wanted a pendant light in the middle, because that's where we're going to put our dining room table. We've got temporary stuff for now, but yeah. And then that is what happened to the boiler and the fireplace that was there. We just boxed it up and put a little vent on there. And there's a weird vent in the corner there. I'll show you that in a sec. So there's the boxing over in the corner there for all of the pipe work. Yeah. And then, for some reason, I decided to show you this little vent. I don't know why. So, we're back in the hallway because I want to point out the kitchen. Now, we haven't done too much with the kitchen at all, really, because, wow, we're trying to save up to do that. But the main thing that I want to do, and this is the plan for maybe next month, and I probably will do a video on it at some point. If not a video, I might tag it on to the end of one of my episodes like I used to do. But the plan I've got is we've still got this flooring, and you can see that there's like cracks. I don't know if I can zoom in on it. See right here, this is cracked. And yeah, they're getting even worse. For some reason, I've got the stickiest feet in the world, and if I'm not wearing socks and I'm just barefoot, which, you know, people go barefoot in their own house, right? So I walk into the kitchen, and if I walk up to the sink, my feet just like adhere to the flipping tiles, or the cracked bits of the tiles right here. This is actually cracked even more since, and I end up like pulling up all of the tiles and then treading on them, and it's not good for my feet. So we have some kitchen Crocs that I wear whenever we go in the kitchen. So I always put my Crocs on now whenever we go in the kitchen. Not in bad nick. The entire thing wasn't in bad nick at all. The the cabinets are all solid wood. So we ended up doing just a bit of paint job on that. One thing that really baffles me, I don't know if we can zoom in at all, right? Yeah, we can. There we go. These countertops are really decent countertops, but they are laminate, but still, they for some reason didn't join them. They just put them next to each other and then corked it up. So you see this round edge right here. Well, that round edge that you've got right here is actually right here as well. So there's like a little rounded area, and then they just filled it with cork. But this bit here isn't like supported at all, so all of the cork has like died over time, and yeah, it looks really gross. And the same thing over here. These two aren't actually attached to each other, they're just attached via the cabinets. So yeah, it's very strange why it was done like that. The plan that we've got for this room is we actually have to rip everything out, and then I'm going to rip up all of the floor and put new flooring in, and then we're going to put everything back in, because as I said, really good nick. All of this is, it looks really grubby, like you can see right here, it looks really grubby, but we literally just washed it. Washed all of this, and it came out really nicely, and we did a little paint job, as I said. The oven we got professionally cleaned as soon as we moved in, and the same with the microwave. Josh, beans. And then after we got it professionally cleaned, they actually had to stay for an extra hour to clean it. So it was supposed to be a 1 hour clean, and they stayed for 2, because they said it was the worst oven they've ever seen, basically. So we had to pay double for the clean of the oven. And then we found out it didn't even work. Like it just spews heat out of the, like there's a gap right here. You can see it's not fully closed. So we haven't been using the oven at all. We've been using a air fryer instead of an oven. It's very inconvenient, but it's been okay. A lot of you Americans out there have also pointed out that we've got like our washing machine and dishwasher in the kitchen. I think that's relatively normal for the UK, unless you've got like a utility room. So yeah, that's the reason we've got them in the kitchen. Like, where else would you put them? This house isn't that big. Like, we've only got, what, 4 rooms downstairs, and yeah, like that's the only place I could think to put them, if I'm honest. Yeah, this is what it looks like now. A few of the doors we haven't put back on or anything yet. We do have our boiler in here as well. So, yeah, and then the floor is still in. We've still got the countertops. We do want to replace those as well. Oh, I'm making some hot dogs tonight, so that's why that's there. But look at the flooring. Look at it. Look, it like... Oh, I'm not even able to pull it up now, but yeah, there you go. See, the flooring is coming up. It's not great. Everything has been plastered on the ceiling. We've got drop lights in now. Like, there's not much we've done in this room, but that's the last room that we're going to do, right? So, it makes sense. Right, now for the juicy bit, the upstairs. So, if we hop upstairs. Because of the chairlift going up all the way like this actually is like, well, you can see it right there. It's like a fake step. So, we got rid of that, and we took it back down to the original. And, yeah, obviously we got rid of all of this. We've actually recently got this window here replaced. It was like one of the last windows we decided to get replaced. We haven't done the window in the kitchen either yet, but yeah. I will show you the bathroom last, I think. So let's start off with the second bedroom, which we did everything to. So this one here, as you can see, it's all wallpapered, and obviously we got rid of all of the carpet and everything because, yeah, older carpet. We needed a new window, a new radiator, new everything in here. So this is the reason we are actually using this bedroom right now as our main bedroom. Also, the view is amazing from this room, whereas the view from the other side of the house is just other houses, whereas this view, it goes all the way up the hill that we've got behind us, and it's just so beautiful. So we decided to make this bedroom here our bedroom, and I think it fits quite well. We actually got rid of all of the built-ins. That was one of the first jobs we did, to be fair. It was really fun, actually, because we got to just rip all of these out, and we didn't have to be too careful with them. We literally just, like, hammer, and I managed to kick a bunch of them out, which was quite fun. We knew we were getting the like walls plastered and everything, so we weren't even that like afraid to hit walls with bits of all of this stuff. So starting in the hallway again, always. We did all of this paneling. I really like this paneling. This was my partner's idea. It's amazing. And there's the new window. It looks so slick. Oh. And it's got privacy glass because it looks out onto our neighbours. And we're going to start off with the bedroom that we were just talking about. So yeah, I think it looks a lot neater. Obviously there's all of our crap in there right now. We got the bed right in the middle, and new windows. New windows was a big thing. And we've also got the dog crate in with us right now because still a pupper. So back in the hallway as always. This was actually one of the first rooms that we actually did anything in, if I'm honest. So this room here, obviously we needed a new window. This one had cracked or something because there was like condensation on the inside of the window, you know, between the two panes of glass. And yeah, the whole place was a little grubby, as you can tell, but you know, it's to be expected. The flooring in here was actually kind of interesting because it was lino or vinyl or whatever you call it. Because yeah, we literally just took a knife to it, ran it down the middle of the room, like from here all the way over to here, and just pulled it all up, and it all rolled up together. So that was quite interesting. I did say you were going to see some dodgy wiring, and this wiring right here doesn't even go like behind the baseboard. It literally just goes up and around. So we got all of that fixed. Some of the eagle-eyed viewers of you out there who were watching my ATM 8 series might recognize this room because this is where I'm recording right now, actually. This is the room that I'm recording. I'm actually sat right here. We removed this entire cupboard thing that's right here because this is where the tank for the boiler used to live. When we got a combi boiler installed in the kitchen, which feeds the entire house with hot water and all of the heating and everything, we didn't need that tank anymore, so the plumbers took that away for us, which was awesome. And it meant that we just had a cupboard right here, which was like full of mold. It wasn't mold per se, it was just, you know, it had been dark in there and very hot and wet and nasty. So even with the boiler removed, like I think one of our family members did suggest that we just leave this and use it as an actual cupboard, but it was so gross in there. We actually found some pants and some socks and stuff. They'd fallen underneath the floorboards. They'd literally fallen down underneath the floorboards. It was so weird. But I got to rip this out, and I actually, again, took a hammer and kicked this, kicked this all out. This is one of the things that isn't like brick. So this isn't a brick wall right here. All of these other walls, so like this wall here, you know, all of these walls and everything, they're all brick walls. So we'd have to take like a club hammer or something to get them out and make sure they're not load-bearing walls. So this one was really good because it wasn't load-bearing, it was just made out of timber. So we could just, yeah, smash it through. So we got rid of this, and again, we got this entire place plastered. We got rid of all of the wallpaper. All of the electrics got replaced as well in the entire house. So it actually got stripped back to nothing and then put back in. The light switches, so these things right here, they didn't have a ground wire, which was a little bit disturbing. We got told that if we were to put on like metal faceplates like this, you could like electrocute yourself just on the faceplate. That was kind of scary, so we were happy to get rid of all of the wiring, basically, and get new wiring. It did mean really nicely. We managed to like inset all of these boxes, and obviously all of the skirting boards and everything were taken off. So we could put all of the wires behind the skirting board. And it just looks like a normal outlet now, which is pretty good. So back out in the hallway. Hello, Molly. So we've got 2 desks. We've got one on this side, one on the other side. And yeah, the carpet is in. That's not carpet, it's a big rug over some vinyl plank. And yeah, that's where I'm currently recording right now. We've got drop lights in, everything's plastered. We don't have a handle on our door yet. And as you can see, that's because the door's a little bit warped. But, oh well. So next up we've got the main bedroom, or master bedroom. You shouldn't call it master nowadays. I think it's politically incorrect to say master, but this is the main bedroom. And it's quite a big space, to be fair. It's actually bigger than it looks right now because there's all these built-ins. These were actually quite new. I felt really bad ripping these out, but had to be done. So we ripped all of these out. And you will also notice there's a chimney breast right here. So the chimney down in the living room, that got removed by the previous owners. And again, the wall was not very nice underneath the wallpaper. But it doesn't matter, right? Because we got that plastered. So we've left this in place. We didn't want to put any, like, because you'd have to put like a steel beam in and all of that. So yeah, we left all of the chimney breasts where they were. And I managed to get 2 IKEA wardrobes to fit in this space right here, which I'm quite proud of, if I'm honest, because it took ages to get them in. But that was really useful to get those 2 in. Again, this is the same flooring as in the office, where it's just lino. So all I had to do was like get a knife and run a knife along here, all the way along, and then it just rolls up. It's like weird to explain. It's vinyl or lino. I don't know what you call it in your country, but as you can see, the pipe work is, again, it's not like great. It's still above the floor. Ideally, it would be underneath the floorboards, but yeah, now it is underneath the floorboards, and we've got like carpet in here. I prefer carpet upstairs because you walk around upstairs when you've just woken up to go to the bathroom and stuff, right? So, and normally you don't have socks on. That's the way I feel, at least. I know a lot of people are going towards like wooden floors everywhere. It's not my style, unfortunately, but yeah, ripped all of this up, ripped all of this out. We had to take all of the like wallpaper off again, and this was the worst room in my opinion to take wallpaper off. There's so much of it. All of this was gone, I think, when we moved in. No, it wasn't. We actually had to remove all of this. Yeah. So this was the headboard for the bed that was in here previously. We've actually knocked this wall through, so we knocked this wall down. This was a brick wall. Well, it is a brick wall, but yeah, we knocked through here so we could have a bit of extra room in the bathroom, which I will show you in a bit. Again, this window is huge, and I don't know how I would be able to carry this on my own, or me and my partner, like actually like carry this downstairs if we were to take the window out and put a new one in. So we got, yeah, one of our neighbours to come along and to do that for us. And yeah, again, I don't think I'll do windows again. I think get a professional in. They know what they're doing. They can do it really quickly. It took us flipping ages to do the other windows, and it took the window guy like barely any time at all. He did both this one and the one downstairs in the same day, whereas that would have taken us several days. So I'm very happy we got someone in to do that. Pat, pat, pat. So this is what it now looks like. We completely stripped this entire room again, as I said, and we didn't get much of this plastered, I will admit. So yeah, we did get carpet in. There's the 2 wardrobes that I'm very proud of. I put up all of the curtain rails as well. They were super easy to do. And yeah, you can see that we've notched out a little bit of the bedroom right here, just to give some room in the bathroom there. So back in the hallway for the last time in this virtual tour thingy. And the final room is the bathroom. And I actually really like our bathroom. So Let's have a look at what it used to look like. Yeah. This was a really weird shower, I must admit, because that shower board right there, you can see it goes past the window. So the window actually extends to like this section right here, behind the shower. So all of the pipes went up behind the window. It was really weird. No idea why it was like that. The vent as well for this place is right here. And there was a vent right there. There was another vent there. Like, it's very strange, like the way that this was done. But yeah, we had to get rid of basically everything in here. I think the last time this was tiled, because there was like a little message, was 1986? 89, I'm being told by my partner right now. 1989, because yeah, it was written behind, I think it was these tiles, or one of these tiles over in this corner. So yeah, and as I said, we completely smashed through this wall. We actually didn't use this bathroom whatsoever. It was ripped out day one because it was, you know, not fit for purpose at that point in time. But yeah, we knocked through this wall. The radiator got pulled out straight away by the plumbers, which was very nice. So we could just smash through. That was really fun. I've actually got a few clips of that, so I'll show that. If I can find it. Yeah. Anyway, so we knocked through here. We got rid of this lovely door. I really like that. I did try and figure out a way of keeping some of the aspects of the house, but there was no way we could keep this door or anything. So, and the blue radiator, they painted the radiator in here, which was very odd, but yeah. We spent a long time. They actually tiled on top of tiles here. We spent a long time ripping all of these tiles out, I will say. So yeah, this is what it used to look like, and this, pat pat pat, is what it looks like now. So on the flooring there, we've got lino. We would tile it next time. It looks like tiles, but it's not. It's lino. And then we tiled halfway up, and we've got a new bathtub. We've got a shower. With the extra room that we gained from knocking into the bedroom, we could fit a shower, and we could fit this lovely vanity unit with subway tiles, which I love. I love subway tiles. I had a bit of an obsession at one point with them. And then we've also got, there it is. We got the light on the mirror as well. I don't think I've used that too much, if I'm honest, but it's nice to have. It's one of those like flashy things that we quite liked. And then this bathtub right here, the side panel, I got a lot of advice from you guys, and it was very much appreciated, so thank you very much. And that is everything to do with the house tour for today. So, I think I might do some more IRL stuff at the end of my videos. I used to do them quite a bit in All the Mods 8, and yeah, I might start doing some more of them. They were quite fun to do. So, it's been 2 whole years since I started this channel. I can't believe it's been 2 whole years already. Mental. I want to say a massive thanks to the community, because you guys are amazing. You are literally the best kind of community out there. Everyone is so helpful. Everyone just wants to help everyone. It's brilliant. And I want to say a big thanks to my server admins and everyone on my server as well. So links to the server is in the descriptions via Patreon. But server admins, just the amount of effort and work you put in is just amazing. And then finally, a massive thank you to my partner, because I wouldn't be able to do any of this without her. She pushed me to do it, and I'm really glad that I did. So big thanks. And my dog, because we love our dog. So yeah, that's all I've got time for today. So thank you for watching over the past 2 years. Thanks for joining, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.